Okay guys, um I want to show you guys how to use the Fibonacci tools, um and how to use the Fibonacci tools to predict price movement, and where price is gonna stall or where price is gonna reverse. um okay, Fibonacci tool is mainly used for you know for entry points and also used for exit points. It's kind of like a support and resistance on the market where people look into the Fibonacci ratios, and it corresponds with what they see on the chart, and they use it to enter their chart. This is to enter a trade. So let me quickly okay. So Fibonacci is very important because people use it to enter their trade and also use it to exit their trade. So that being said, we also use Fibonacci tools to to get on the trade. Like if price should retrace, we use the Fibonacci tool. Like I mostly use Fibonacci tools for a retracement. Like if price will retrace and it's showing me further continuation to either the upside, if I was to go long or if I was to go short. So I'm gonna apply my Fibonacci tool at where price is retracing and where price is gonna stall, or where price is gonna. So Fibonacci is used to know the future the price market. So it's mainly support and resistance. Now some traders who use Fibonacci retracement and extension tools, just that's what they trade. They just trade Fibonacci and all of that. I know some traders who trade Fibonacci's, and also we also use Fibonacci tools for advanced patterns. We have the normal patterns, which are the double tops, head and shoulder, pennants, and all those other patterns. Those patterns we don't need Fibonacci's. We don't use Fibonacci tools on those patterns, but we need Fibonacci tools on the advanced patterns. Advanced patterns are the sharp patterns, the bat patterns, cipher patterns, Gatley patterns, crab patterns, butterfly patterns, ABCD pattern. Those are the patterns we need Fibonacci tools for. So people have their own different ways of using Fibonacci, and I'll show you how I use my Fibonacci, how I make use of my Fibonacci tool. So here is the Fibonacci retracement, and I'm gonna show you how to add the extension levels. So I've clicked on the Fibonacci tool. So this is the tool. Okay, so right here is the starting point of the Fibonacci. Right here is the starting point of the Fibonacci. We have the 100%, we have the 88.6%, we have the 786, we call this 78.6, we have 886, 886, 786, or you can call it 88.6, 78.6, 61.8, 50.0, 38.2, and then we also have 23 point whatsoever, but I don't use that. And then we have the begin, and then we have the end. We have the 0.0%, and then this minus 27% is for extension levels. We have Fibonacci retracement. This is for Fibonacci retracement. This whole, let me quickly highlight those. From year to year is Fibonacci retracement, and from year to year is the extension tools I use. Fibonacci extension tools I use in Fibonacci. So I don't need to go here and look for my Fibonacci extension tool and also use it. I just put in the ratios I need to use. So how do we do that? How do you fix in the ratios of the Fibonacci extension and retracement? So this is what we do. Let me show you how we do that. We double click on the Fibonacci, and then we go to the settings. We go to the styles. These are the styles. Then right here we have the zero. We tap on the 0. We have the 0.32. You can see, but we don't need this. So we have the 382. We have the 0.5. We have the 0.618. We have the 0.786. Then we have the 1. 1 is the 100% pips. And then we have the 0.886, which is this. So make sure you follow this. And then as for the extension levels, you have to use minus 0.27 for the first target of your trend continuation, minus 0.27. The second target is minus 0.61. So these are the Fibonacci tools. We don't use 4.236. We don't use any of these. We only use the one that are ticked. As you can see, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the only Fibonacci tools we use. So you can decide to put in your background like this, or I don't like it because it kind of make my chart look dirty. So I unclick on the background which I'm comfortable with, and then you can decide to choose any color you want. Like you can see my own, I'm using blue. I'm using blue for the 0.5 pips. I'm using why there is a reason why I'm using this green color for this one, because this one is a special fib number. You know, it's a golden ratio. Each time price comes into the 618 retracement, price normally rejects from this level. You know, and then we also have the 786 retracement level. 786 is also in some cases we call this the last hidden support and resistance. You know, all these are support and resistance. All these fibs are support and resistance. There are hidden support and resistance where market bounces from them. You know, the market is the Fibonacci. You know, just support and resistance in the market where market bounces from these levels. So this one is the most important. The most important is the 618, where it's very, very important. Each time price goes up, price goes to this level, you will also see some other confluences which happens to be in line with the 618 retracement. So that's why I used the light green, and then we have this 0.786. 0.786 is considered, in most cases, is considered as the last hidden support and resistance. So if price should breach this level, 0.786, then we should consider a trend. Then we should consider a trend as change. That means trend is no more valid. That means we don't expect a retracement again, or we don't expect price to continue in its actual trend. I'm going to show you all this on the chart. Then we also have the 0.886. 0.886, I normally use it for advanced patterns. Advanced patterns, we have the bat pattern. Is just this one is used for only bat pattern. Okay, I'm still doing some researches on the shark pattern and crab pattern, so I don't really know if we use this yet. You know, each of these patterns, each of the patterns they have their own rules. Each of the advanced patterns, they have their own rules. Bat pattern has its own rules. Gadley pattern has its own rules. Cipher pattern has its own rules. Crab, butterfly, and all of that, they have their own different rules. So personally, I know 0.886 is for the bat pattern, you know. So cipher pattern and Gadley pattern is for the 786, which is also considered as the last hidden support and resistance. Then we have the minus 0.27 retracement, my bad, minus 0.27 and minus 0.61 extension is used for the extension levels. So these two are used for the extension levels where you look forward to take your profits. If you are using the ABCD move, we look forward to take a profit. Our first target minus 0.27, our second target minus 0.61. So that's that. Let me go ahead and explain how this great tool works. Okay. Okay, like I said, 382 is the first Fibonacci tool. We have the 50.0, which is not really that important. It's not really important. Then we have the most important one, and then we have the 786. Then we also have the 886. So right now, let me show you guys something. Let's say if we were following a trend continuation, you know, if we're following the usual trend continuation, and the market happens to bounce at the 0.0% fib level, and then if price was dropping at a faster pace, if price was dropping at a faster pace, we expect this move. So we don't expect price to just drop. We expect price to retrace, give us a pullback. So if price was going on a faster pace, we expect price to come into the 382 retracement. Sometimes you see a structure or a support or a resistance around this 382, and then we expect price to continue its downtrend, maybe to the first target, which is the minus 27% extension level. And then if price should come into this level, sometimes we see price go to the upside. No, that's how the market moves. And then we also kind of like consider if price goes to the 786, we consider this as a cipher pattern, which we look to see price drop. But you know, we're not talking about the cipher pattern, we're not talking about any of those. Or what we are talking about, we're talking about the ABCD move first before we go to the cipher patterns and other advanced patterns. So we expect price if price should go to the minus 27% extension level, you should look forward to take your profit. Or most times, or sometimes, you can also see price. Your first target should be minus 27% extension, or your second target, and then your second target should be minus 61% extension level. But you know, it's not good to be greedy, so you can as well take your first profit. You can close some of your positions and allow some to reach the second target, which is minus 61.00% extension level. So that's how. And then if price should go to this side, to these extension levels, you expect price to rally up, because the ABCD move is complete. The ABCD move is complete. This is the ABCD move. This is the ABCD pattern. We have the A, and then we have the B. B at this 382 retracement level, and then we have the 382, and then we have the select C, and then we have the D, ABCD. Or sometimes we can see price go to the 61% extension level. So that's how price moves. Or sometimes if price was running at a slower pace, if price was going slowly to the downside, then we expect this to happen. We expect price to either hit this 50.0 and rally to the downside. Sometimes price could even stop at the 0.0% fib region and give us a double top. This one is not an advanced pattern, this one is just a normal pattern. So or we could see price rally into the important level. If price rally into this level, this 618 level, if price rally into the 618 level, then price is not gonna go at a faster pace. It's just gonna go slowly to the downside, slowly to the downside. So this is where you look to enter a trade on a trend continuation. Any of these fib levels where you see other confluences that lines up is where you look to enter your trade to the downside. So let me show you guys something. We also have this important levels. If price should pull back into this level, whenever you see a retracement that pulls back into this level, make sure you bring in your rectangle tool and highlight the two zones. Highlight from the 786 to the 618, because it's considered as a very strong reversal zone and also the last hidden support and resistance. So if price should pull back into this region, most of the time you can always go and backtest on your chart. Most of the time we are expecting price to continue to the downside. Most of the time, if it's rally into this level, I will show you on the actual charts. So that's how we use, and this one is like I said, I use it for just I don't use it for the ABCD or trend continuation trade. I use it for the bat pattern, which is the rule for a bat pattern. A bat pattern, if used properly, is 80% accurate on the chart. Most of the patterns. So that's that. So ABCD move, either price is gonna go into the 382 retracement, Let's say, okay, let me do this. Let's say you see price. Let's say price was here, and we have now experienced a little pullback. Then we now bring in a Fibonacci tool, drawing from this high right here, from this swing high, we draw it to the last swing low, which is the impulse leg. We draw it to the last swing low. As you can see, this is the last swing low. Let me delete this out. So we draw it to the last swing low, and then price happens to retrace into this level of 382. We are looking for a trade opportunity here. We're looking for some things, some other characteristics like some other price reactions, some other price actions like pin bar, shooting stars, bearish engulfing patterns, and a kind of like a structure, market structure, or a resistance around this area, which happens to be a confluence of events. So if it happens that way, then we are now looking to go short to the extension level of our first target. So when you go short from here, your target should be at the first target, which is the minus 27.00% extension level, and then you close some orders and let the other ones right to your second target. So that's that. So sometimes you might see price even pull, you might see price even surpass. You may see price even surpass the 382, go into the 50.0, even break the 50.0, and even go to the important level. Like I said, this is a zone you should always look out for. A zone you should always look out for in the market, as this fifth regions is very, very important. You can see price even break the 50.0, break the 382, and even go higher, and then you might see price reverse anywhere inside this region. Anywhere inside this region, you might see price bang. Okay, so that's how to use a Fibonacci, and vice versa. If you are also using it on the uptrend, you also do the same thing. Okay, so now let's check the actual chart and see how we can use this. Okay, this is the chart, right? So let's say, let me see if I can find Fib to, yeah, Fib to price didn't pull back. Okay, let's see this. This is a daily time frame of the USD card. Daily time frame of the USD card. So you can see price was going to the downside, and then, like I said, whenever price is pulling back, you can see how price broke the 382, broke the 50% retracement, came into the 618 retracement, and then we now saw price going to the downside. Right? So whenever you are drawing your Fibonacci tool, you can always have this. You can always have this. Price could come into any of this region, this 786 and 618. So whenever you have that, you have your extension level. So let's say if you enter this trade, somewhere here, you might have backed in about 290 pips, easy on that. Okay, so whenever you see something like this, it's the last hidden support and resistance. So most of the time, if price is on a downtrend, you expect price to reverse. If price should break the 382, break the 50% retracement, you should have this as the last hidden support and resistance, where you look forward to see price respect the level. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame and see if I can find more and more fits. So you can see right here. In this case, how do you find your entry point? In this case, how do you find your entry point? So when you see the fifth tool, okay, how do you find your entry points? All you need to do is use your counter trend line, draw it like this. First and second has to be at the wick. First and second has to be at the wick. You wait for price to break and close below this moving average. The blue EMA, the blue is the exponential 8 moving average, and the red is the 18 MA, which is a simple moving average. So you wait for price to close, you wait for a candlestick to close below the counter trend line where you drew from here to here to here, from the first point, second point, and then you wait for price to close below. Also wait for price to close below. If you are looking for a sell setup, you wait for price to close below the moving average. If you are looking for a long setup, you wait for price to close above the moving average. And also a CTL should be drawn. And then your entry point should have been somewhere here. Then your stop loss should be above the high of above the previous highs. And then your target 207 pips. As you can see when price reached the target, you can see how price reacted to that level of the extension level, minus 27% extension level. You can see we had a little buy move, and then price continued to the downside. Okay, I'm gonna show you many examples. So whenever you are looking for a trend continuation ABCD, you also look for, let me go to the Euro USD. Excuse me. Okay, let me use something like this. The Fibonacci tool, from the swing low to the swing high, from the swing high to the swing low. So you can see price came into the 382 retracement, right? 382 retracement. This is the ABCD move. An ABCD move, A, B, C, D. The target should have been here. Alright. So what do we do now? Let me take this off so you can see what I'm doing. We're now bringing a counter trend line. We draw it. First point, second point, third point. Then our stop loss would have been, at entry point would have been, you can see price, we had a candle closure above the 8 exponential moving average, and even had a closure and a moving average crossover to the upside. So our entry point would have been somewhere here. Entry point, target would have been here. Our stop loss somewhere here. Okay, targets would have been here. And you can see how price respected. You can see how price hit our target of the minus 27 extension level. You can see how price dropped. You can see it's like magic. And then you can see we had about 188 pips, and then we reached only we reached 68 pips. We reached 63 pips for the move, for this move. So you can see how price dropped. Okay, so that's how to use the ABCD trend continuation pips. Let me look for another example. Okay, also we have a potential buy setup on this. Potential buy setup on this. I have my Fibonacci tool from the swing low to the swing high, and then price touch. We have the support right here, and then price touch the 50% retracement, and then I have my counter trend line drawn. So I'm expecting price to break above this counter trend line and also close above these moving averages, and moving average will also cross to the upside for a move. I'm not looking at first target. Definitely first target should be at the -27 extension. Second target should be at the -61% extension level. So that's that. You can go over to the other charts and you'll also see the same thing. You'll see the same thing. So guys, go over to the charts, you will see the same thing. This is an advanced pattern. Price just hit the PRZ zone, and then you're expecting price to fall. Okay, so that's that for your Fibonacci tools. That's how to use it.